This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Jalen Hurts chasing greatness and Michael Jordan becoming his mentor. And also, I want to talk about Eli Ricks, how he must ball out today. He must ball out today. He was the guy I picked between everybody on the roster that is fighting for a spot. But let's get straight into it. All right, so before I get into the topics today, I actually want to talk about this because this guy Des Bryant continues to show his hateness or whatever you want to call it, his hate for the Philadelphia Eagles. Hateness. Wow. All right, so Des Bryant came out, I believe, with a top 10 or a top 5 wide receiver list, and he had Odell Beckham up there. And I'm assuming Philadelphia Eagles Central decided to use Odell Beckham as I guess reference, saying that he's better than Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. I think Des Bryant's highly emotional. I think Des Bryant really hate the Eagles, and I really like that he keep that energy. I like that he keep that energy. He don't like the Eagles. We don't like him. So what? Who cares? Anytime the Eagles play the Cowboys, he bet against the Eagles. And I believe he lost last year, his bet. So it's a ridiculous statement. It's very emotional. It's very emotional. Of course, he'll have Odell Beckham better than AJ Brown and Devontae Smith in his eyes. I believe he's cool with Odell, and he hates the Eagles. He don't know Devontae Smith, I'm sure. Probably don't know AJ Brown. But everybody and a mama know, if you ask them, who would you rather have? They will say AJ Brown or Devontae Smith over Odell Beckham. Honestly, well, I gotta do this to Odell, but look at his numbers since 2017. Google it. Look it up. Look at his numbers since 2017. Look, he needs Odell Beckham is at the point of his career. He needs somewhat of a squad around him to flourish. Like he needed the Rams because they had all those weapons. He needs the Ravens because they had Zay Flowers and the Rashad Bateman's. Like they on the come up. He need guys around him to flourish. He's not a number one. He's not a number one no more. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, they can be number ones for multiple teams, at least 25 teams in the league. So a ridiculous statement. Like I said, very, very, very ridiculous. But shout out to Dez. Again, keep that same energy. I like that you hate the Eagles. And we hate the Cowboys too. So you didn't catch it. All right, so let's get into this. Jalen Hurts chasing greatness. He is chasing greatness, and I love it. So since uh Jalen Hurts signed with Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan became his mentor. You know, he had an interview with CBS, and Jalen Hurts quoted that I've been in touch with him, and he's a great person, a great mentor. Jalen Hurts on his relationship with Michael Jordan after signing with the brand. You want to hear that a young guy, even though Jordan played a totally different sport, you want to hear like a young guy like Jalen Hurts is looking up to Michael Jordan. If Kobe was alive, I believe Kobe would have been a great mentor for Jalen Hurts. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Love my guy Kobe. And again, it's good that Jalen Hurts look up to dudes like that because I like their instinct. I like that killer instinct. And you want your quarterback to have that killer instinct. And Jalen Hurts, he's like a silent assassin. Like he's not gonna really talk junk on the field or anything like that. But Jalen Hurts, he wants to win. I believe he's one of those dudes off the field. We could chop it up. We could be the best friends in the world. We could talk about this and that. But when he's on that field, he's an assassin. And he's not going to get rah-rah in your face, this and that. He's going to beat you with skill. He's going to beat you with his legs. He's going to keep going. Remember that famous part where he's on the bench? And I believe it was AJ Brown and Quez Watkins laughing it up. And I believe we blowing out the Steelers. Jalen Hurts is like, bro, the mission's not done. He look at it game by game by game by game. Remember, everybody was celebrating the NFC Championship win. Jalen Hurts is like one more. And that remind me of Kobe Bryant so much. It really, really do. Remember when Kobe, when I, well, I'm saying we because I'm a Lakers fan. I believe we was destroying the Magic, and I just knew we was going to win that and get the ring. And Kobe was like, "Yo, nah, I ain't celebrating yet. We got another game to win." I believe that was with the Magic, and we really not going to see Jalen Hurts really celebrate and go crazy until you get a Super Bowl win. And I believe that time will come. And again, Jalen Hurts is just chasing greatness. All this stuff is happening in Jalen Hurts' life. All these good things. Jordan brand, multiple endorsements, getting paid. He like all this stuff is nice and I'm enjoying it and I love it. It's life changing. But the goal is the goal. The main thing is the main thing. And that's to win the Super Bowl. And I like that in my quarterback. He's not letting the money and the fame get to his head. And I like that he got it from the ground up. He got it from being the backup. You throw him in the fire. You know what, Jalen Hurts, we're going to see what you got. This team sucks right now. Let's see what you can do with what a 3-win team at the time. Beat the Saints. Fought it out with the Arizona Cardinals. Then we're going to the following year. You know what? We're going to change the whole coaching staff and we're going to give you a year. We're going to give you this year to prove what you got. Okay, we're going to give you Jalen Rager. We're going to give you Quez Watkins as a number 2. We're going to draft Smitty and see what you got. One into that year, this team is projected to win 4 games. Okay. 1-9, gets to the playoffs, loses. Basically talked Jason Kelce out of retirement by his play. Jason Kelce gave it another ride. Oh, Howie Roseman looked at it like, okay, he did this with this squad. Let me go bring in a guy he's asking for, A.J. Brown. Brings in A.J. Brown. And A.J. Brown changed life. I can't lie. He changed life in Philadelphia. Bronco, man, get to the Super Bowl. Fortunately, we couldn't handle our business. But Jalen Hurts showed, like, look, we can really do this. And I just believe in him, man. I like that he got his from the ground up. All right, so I want to talk about this. Eli Ricks today against the Browns, and I will give my immediate reaction if I don't go live against the Browns. He got to ball out. He has to ball out. I thought of everybody. I'm like, Sidney Brown. I'm like, yeah, but Sidney Brown's going to make the squad regardless. I know it's it was between him and Mario Goodrich that had a close, like, I mean, just pick one guy who must ball out. And I just chose Eli Ricks because he's undrafted. He got to prove that game wasn't a fluke. Mind you, he was the highest graded defensive player in all of preseason. Quarter pick 6, locked this dude up, but he still has a lot to prove because he's not even a draft pick. Like I would have said Keely Ringo because Keely Ringo had an up and down day. Nolan Smith had an up and down day in preseason. I would have chose one of them guys, but because the cornerback room is crowded and he's undrafted, he has a lot more to prove. And I think he can do it again. If he duplicate his performance or even get close to that performance, he's a lock on this team. Because what people are telling me, to be honest, it's like 50-50. Like, yeah, he had a great performance, but I don't see how the Eagles keep him. Then there's other people like, nah, the Eagles have to keep Eli Ricks. But if he perform again, I think it's no question. So Eli Ricks going into this Browns game, he must ball out. I want to see him earlier. I want to see him play in the first and second quarter. I want to see Sidney Brown play in the first and second quarter. But Eli Ricks damn near had to duplicate his performance to make the team, man. It's sad, trust me, it is, that draft picks automatically get a spot because where they were placed, and then you have, potential in them, where undrafted guy really has to prove itself. You know how hard like a Reed Blankenship had to work to get where he's at now? You know how hard Josh Jobe had to get where he's at now? And I think Eli Ricks is in that same position. And then plus, I'm not really hearing too much about Eli Ricks in camp. When the game, I'm like, he's showing out, but you don't really hear too much about him in camp. But I think he's going to show out. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel, man? Eli Ricks, he must ball out. Jalen Hurts chasing greatness, but this is Eagle Owl. I'm a